All right, it is officially time for me here. Let's get this game a moving. We are having ourselves some. Let's just put them on green, and keep it or red. Maybe red. We'll do red for Christmas. We got a specialty camouflage Heinz Ward jersey on as he's making his way to the Hall of Fame. We got our amazing, terrible towel. We have our Steelers guy here, who we might need to make a name for maybe as these streams go on. You know, he's here to cheer on the team. We got a Super Bowl 40 conference championship hat. We got keychain. We got the signed football in the background, one of my few signed footballs. And we are ready here for Steelers versus the Ravens. And battle for the AFC North. We win this game, we win the division. We're without a lot of key players. Larry Ogunjobi, Deshaun Elliott, Dante Jackson, George Pickens. But we still have TJ Watt. And the Steelers have been extremely dominant of this rivalry these last few years. We're playing in Baltimore. I was wondering what I was going to wear today because I have a lot of Steelers jerseys. And I saw this in my closet. And I was like, you know what? We need to bring out the camouflage. We need to bring out, the stealth. Everybody thinks we're going to lose these next maybe 2 or 3 games and find ourselves in a wild card and be a pretender. But I believe today Russell Wilson, TJ Watt, and crew are going to lead us to a win, a division title, and a home playoff game. It's going to be on Fox here with Tom Brady, so I'm going to keep the headset off today because we don't need to be listening to Tom Brady. We'll give my own personal live play-by-play reactions. I don't have to depend on them all that much, and I am just excited for Ravens-Steelers live here on the channel, which, by the way, the channel has had some updates here, which of what we can go into here soon. If you look over at a few things, luckily this week, thank you to everybody who's been watching live streams throughout the year, everybody who's been watching videos, subscribing. I was able to hit the initial YouTube partner status, which means I can do super chats if people want to. I'm not asking for super chats. And I currently have 2 membership tiers. We have a 99-cent membership tier where I will make sure all of my videos go out early. Anything that I'm scheduling video-wise, those 99-cent members will get early by at least 8 hours. And we have a $4.99 tier. Again, not asking anybody to subscribe, it's just there. Well, I will be figuring out 1 video per month. At least 1 video per month that only goes out to them. It could be sports, it could be movie talk related, it could be a lot of other stuff related, but I'm just excited to get this game going here, and I just want to thank everybody again for allowing me to have this fun hobby turn into a way to maybe if, goal was reached for the year. Like I said, I'm not doing this to try and make money, but it's nice to have that YouTube partner goal attached to you and know that, hey, I got where I wanted to go this year. I wasn't sure if I would, and we're about a week and a half out, and we were able to. So I'm going to post this a couple different places and see what we got going on here today. So I know we're a few days out for Christmas, and we'll be back for Christmas Day with the 14-1 Chiefs versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. But let's see how this goes. The Steelers are going to be kicking off from the right side of the field to the left side of the field. We got the Wizard of Boz having one of the best kicking seasons of all time. I think he's like 7 field goals away from an NFL record. He's going to be kicking off the Ravens, and we're off. And it looks like we're going to get a touchback. So Lamar Jackson gets the ball at the 30-yard line. Steelers defense coming on out, missing some key secondary people, missing one of our defensive tackles, but we still got TJ Watt, which I think is every Steelers fan biggest worry at the end of last week versus the Eagles was how was TJ Watt going to do? Okay, but first and 10 from the 30-yard line. We got Baltimore coming out in shotgun formation. Twins right, tight end also right, wide receiver split left. Derrick Henry to the right of Lamar Jackson. Now moving more towards a strip formation. Handoff to the Derrick Henry, who does get a pretty solid 6-7 yard gain. Looks like it'd be about 6 yard gain out to the 36-yard line. He did not have much of a game when the first time these two teams played in Heinz Field, I believe 5 weeks ago. Now, the Baltimore Ravens got a pretty good look at how to dip and dime the Steelers last week as the Eagles were successful. Hopefully, Mike Tomlin and coaches brought that up. But we have a power eye fullback split to the motion in the middle. Going to be going to Derrick Henry again, who breaks out. Derrick Henry gets to about the 49-yard line, 50-yard line for a 13-yard running game here. The Baltimore Ravens want to get this physical presence out and into the game, and they did just that here on these first two plays. See Cam Hayward getting blocked pretty well. A pretty good size hole there for Henry, who gets upfield and is able to get knocked down by Steelers defender around the 50-yard line. Just short of 1,500 yards rushing this year for Henry. Single back formation, motion going towards the left here. Lamar under center, going to be a play action pass. Throws back to the receiver, there's a double team block. Gets only for about, looks like 3 yards on the play. Moving into Steelers territory. Pretty decently defended, given that was a block out there. But the Steelers are out Larry Ogunjobi on defensive end. They're out Deshaun Elliott, and they're out Jackson, I believe, as well. Dante Jackson. So Twins left, tight end right, wide receiver split right. Shotgun formation here for the Ravens. 2nd and 7. Play clock's running down. Steelers playing 5. Motion out. Lamar's going to drop back. Lamar's going to pass in the middle of the field for a catch there. That is, I believe, Flowers on Joey Porter Jr. for a first down. Very similar type play, it feels like, to what the Eagles were running last week. Short, hard routes in the middle of the field. And this time it was an excellent route by Flowers. Not bad coverage by Porter, but just a quick, easy throw. There's not much coverage in the middle. As long as you get in front of the receivers, it's a pretty easy pitch and catch. Ravens are already down to the Steelers' 33-yard line. 1st and 10, motion to the right, trip to the left. It's going to be another running play here to Derrick Henry, but that is stopped in the backfield here by a Steelers defender trying to get the name on the back, number 93. And it's going to be about 2nd down and 10 here. This is a big chance for the Steelers to try and hold them to an opening field goal, given that they got some easy momentum off the top. Also, field goal at this distance with Justin Tucker this year has not been a guarantee. Shotgun formation, tight end right, Twins right, split wide receiver left, Derrick Henry in the backfield to Lamar's right. It's going to be just drop back and pass, maybe a little bit of play action fake, but it's going to be a fumble on the play, and I think the Ravens recovered it, but if anything, that's going to be a significant loss of yardage. This is going to be about 3rd and 18, a big play, I believe, by Alex Highsmith, rushing Lamar in the backfield, and that's going to make Lamar think early and often now. Highsmith gets in there, almost causes the turnover. The fumble happens, and that's a loss of roughly about 10 yards. So 3rd and 20-ish is going to be coming here in a second. Maybe 3rd and 17 more or less. But that's an early play on Lamar that's going to make him be thinking all game, thinking about that rush. 3rd and 19, got that same type of formation, but not Derrick Henry in the backfield. Going to be a pass play here for Lamar. We got the Steelers with Steelers giving pressure. Lamar and TJ Watt, and he throws an incomplete pass. So this is be a long field goal. No flags on the field. I think it might be a punt for the Ravens. I don't know if you want to risk a field goal with the way Justin Tucker has been kicking this year from this distance. But big play by Highsmith really puts the Ravens' first drive out of contention and getting a pressure right away. Baltimore could have problems with the Steeler pass rush. Going to be a punt here. It is down. It's going to be trying to pin the Steelers deep, and it's going to be going all the way. And it is, I think, pretty successfully kept away from the touchback marker. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Steelers on their own 3-yard line. That was actually quite an impressive play by the Ravens specials teams, as you see here on the replay for me. I am glad you're here for this as well, JD. Could not find a Ravens appropriate name logo that would work like the Steelers, you know. So here we are with a you know, reflective of their team, shittily made, you know, a logo. But how is your week going so far? Are you getting ready for Christmas here, JD? Appreciate seeing you on the channel here again. Definitely go Steelers. Going to be a big drive here. First and 10 at the 3 after this commercial break. But I mean, Highsmith going back there and forcing the fumble off the bat is such a big play for the Steelers. Something that we really enjoy seeing, getting them out of field goal position. Fire Inside. I'm going to be watching this movie here this week with Christmas time. Happy to announce next Friday is going to be a Christmas review spectacular. We have Nosferatu, have A Complete Unknown, Fire Inside, and Baby Girl, all going to be reviewed on the channel here, with maybe some others, depending on what I see over this next Christmas week. I do have a review out for Sonic on the channel, and I'll have my shorter thoughts out on Mufasa later today, as well as a big Mufasa thought thinking video tomorrow afternoon. Since the Steelers won't be playing on Sunday, it's now a day I'm able to do some Steeler Sunday maths for. You know, it's going pretty good for me. You know, here in Boise, it's gotten a lot clearer. You know, we had a period with an inversion where it was kind of just cloudy and foggy for the beginning half of this month. But the last week or so, might not get a white Christmas, but I appreciate blue skies and just clear feeling weather, even if it is a little bit warmer in the 40s and the 50s. The hovering between 25 and 35 with just overcast and fog wasn't that exciting. Baltimore Steelers. We clinched the AFC North with the win. They clinched the playoffs with the win. Looks like we're starting under center with Najee in the backfield. Ball pinned deep on the Steelers here, 1st and 10. Again, no George Pickens again today, so offense might not have their big, deep jump ball threat. But single backfield, got a bunch of tight ends in. Najee pretty far into the backfield. Motion now towards the right to bring everybody up close. And almost got a jump, but no jump here. 15 seconds left to the play clock. Get it handed off to Najee Harris. Najee gets up the field for a good 4-yard gain. Gets out to about the 7-yard line. A lot more comfort room now for the Steelers if they want to make another play here. Second down is going to be coming up as well. Definitely had a nation winter warm up in a lot of places. I don't know about Baltimore and Pittsburgh, though. I saw Penn State was like in the 20s, and I saw Indiana was pretty chilly last night. So at least you got some snowflakes. It's 2nd and 5 here for the Steelers. Got a tight end right. Motion Morse makes the twin wide receivers to the left, more like 2 tight ends to the left. Split wide receiver out right, and it's going to be another running play to Najee Harris. Najee just pushes up the pile. Going to be about a 3rd and 2 coming up here. So, you know, starting 1st and 10 at the 3-yard line, the Steelers were able to make some big plays here in terms of moving the ball, you know, a little bit forward to get a 3rd and very manageable here on 3rd down. Not really at risk of a safety. George Pickens, like they're showing here, was out again. So on plays like this, we're going to need Van Jefferson, Mike Williams, Calvin Austin, Pat Fryermuth, Darnell Washington. Like, we need the crew to step up for them. But 3rd and 2 is coming up here for the Steelers. Going to be empty backfield for Russ. 4 seconds left, 3 seconds left of the play clock. Going to need to snap the ball. Ball is snapped. No delay of game. Rush looking down the field. Just going to throw the ball away, so it's going to be a 4th down here. A little bit slow on that play call, forced them, I think, to get a little bit quicker, and a good hit on Russ there. Illegal shift on the offense is going to be declined. Again, the Steelers were not up at the line of scrimmage enough for that play. And it'll be 4th down here, but they got some room out, so it's not pinned too deep, and hopefully get a good booming punt off. To try and get some field position back in our favor. So Corliss Waitman back for the punt. Desmond King there for the return. Punt is going to be down. It is up in the air. Steelers look like they're going to have good coverage. It's a big long punt, and it gets taken at the 30-yard line. First tackle's missed. He's going to make another guy miss. He gets down. Oh, ball's out. And it's going to be picked up by the Ravens. The ball fumbles into Steelers territory. Almost more of a forward pitch for them. I mean, it wasn't actually a pitch, it was a fumble, but they get the ball in Steelers field position, I think around the 40-yard line, maybe the 35. That ball fell forward for about 10 yards as the strip happened about midfield for King, and it bounces forward to the Ravens, blockers that got pushed by. So lucky bounce there for the Ravens. Kind of 2 lucky fumble recoveries early for the Ravens. Sets them up now in good field position after this commercial break. All right, commercial breaks happening here. A very lucky fumble. I think it's gained about 10 yards on that fumble for the Ravens. I think they are about the Steelers' 35-yard line. Yeah, talk about the rivalry. We just want to get to the game action. We all know about the rivalry. I know you guys on Fox don't get this game ever, but 1st and 10 going to be coming up here for the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's okay. It's about the Ravens 41-yard, the Steelers 41-yard line, so not too big of a thing. Bunch trips, so motion now to the left. Henry to the left of Lamar. Henry going to take the carry again. He gets upfield. He's going to be tackled after a 1st down carry. He's probably picked up about 30 yards here in this first quarter so far. So a much better game for him off the start. He's getting up the field early. Baltimore has planned the package well to start this game. This time it'll be 1st and 10 just inside the 30-yard line for the Ravens. They're at the Pittsburgh Steelers, I think, say about the 30-yard line, just inside it. It's going to be another trips left, tight end to the right. Henry to Lamar's left in shotgun formation. Going to be another running play to Henry. He breaks up the field. He gets another 1st down. He's tackled again after 10 yards. The Steelers are getting run over right now. It's still 0-0, but Henry picking up another chunk 10-yard gain. Just an excellent block play, holding back for Lamar, which allows a big gap there for Henry to move up the field. So they're going to be in the red zone here, Baltimore. 1st and 10. I want to say about the 17-yard line of the Steelers. Tight end moving towards right. Got tight end left, tight end right. Henry to Lamar's right. Going to be another run play to Henry, but this time he breaks a tackle. He breaks another clean tackle, gets up the field for 8 yards. That should have been a no-loss play, but Henry makes things happen. So that's 7:30 left in this first quarter, and the Ravens are driving 2nd and 1 here inside the 10-yard line, almost to the 5-yard line. He's over now 1,500 yards for the season here in his 15th game of the year. Got a Steelers player, looks like Joey Porter Jr. down. I don't know if he's actually going to be hurt or if this is like a tactical injury timeout that we're going to get looked at for something. Judging by the fact this is the only NFL game today, there's a like great chance they're going to throw us straight into commercial break here. But he looks like he's trying to say it's a cramp. I think this might be him trying to slow this drive down a bit, catch air. But Henry, I imagine he's moving about 40 yards. He had a tackle early, and well, I mean, Joey Porter Jr. was the one that did tackle Henry at the end, and he took a big cleat to the face. He went low on Henry to get him down. Going to be 2nd and 1 here. Joey Porter is getting up off the field here. I don't see much potential that he hurt here unless, Henry's knee maybe collided with his quad. But that's another Steelers secondary man down. You don't like to see that right now. He's not limping too much there. But that's another Steelers cornerback down. Our top 2 corners are out of this game at the moment. Dante Jackson missing the whole game here out. So it'll be 1st, 2nd, and 1 here. Ravens coming up quick to the line of scrimmage. Got some motion. Henry to the left in shotgun formation. Henry getting the ball again. And this time he's stuffed at the line of scrimmage. He might have got the first down leaning forward. We'll see what what they give him. I think he might get the first down here. It'll be 1st and goal if he does. Otherwise, it'll be 3rd and inches. But he only needed a yard, so didn't need to get too far with it. Ravens rushing up to the line of scrimmage again. Got 2 wide receivers left. Tight end left, tight end right. Henry to the right of Lamar Jackson. Going to be another running play, this time to King Henry. And Henry is stuffed at the line of scrimmage. Alex Highsmith, Cam Hayward hits up for a good almost 3-yard loss. So 2nd and goal from around the 8 or 9 yard line here. He just blew up the play, Highsmith did, and Hayward was there to force him right into the blown up formation. That was actually more Cam Hayward with the good blow up and tackle. I mean, the edge was set well by Highsmith, but Hayward was the one that gave the big old-fashioned bear hug to Derrick Henry. It's going to be play action fake. Lamar going to be throwing toward the corner. It's going to be caught, and it's going to be a touchdown for the Baltimore Ravens. No flags on the play. It is Ravens 6, Steelers 0 here. On a pretty simple pitch and catch off a play action fake, which when Derrick Henry's hitting so many run plays for 10 yards, these are the type of plays that can kill you. Who blew kind of coverage here? I would say Minka Fitzpatrick kind of blew coverage, and it allowed Likely to get in for an easy touchdown catch. Justin Tucker on the extra point here. It's going to be down. It is up. and it is good. So 7-0 Baltimore in the first quarter here. A pretty easy pitch and catch to Likely, as nobody kind of followed him to the flat. Off a pretty short field early as well, too. Got to get some field position battle back in our favor. Got to get a play going. Maybe get some points here. But Derrick Henry with 6 carries is already at 53 yards today. He only had 65 yards in the first game. So the Steelers defense need to get him stopped quickly here. Yeah, if you're seeing here on the play, Fitzpatrick kind of just sits and watches Lamar. I mean, TJ has Lamar dead to right just in case, but it allows 80 Lively, I believe, to get into the edge, and it's just a simple pitch and catch for Lamar. Likely had nobody covering him, and it's going to be Steelers' chance to get some points back in their favor. 5 minutes here left in this third quarter. All right, Tucker's kickoff is out. It's high up in the air. They're going to get the ball around the 10-yard line. I believe Cordell Patterson. He's looking to move up the field. He gets hit at about the 26-yard line, gets driven back. So it should be a 1st and 10 for the Steelers at the 26-yard line. We need to get moving and get some plays. Obviously, they're showing the NFL's candy cane and jersey patch for Christmas time for all the teams that are playing 3 games in 11 days. The Ravens will be playing the Texans on Christmas, and we'll be playing the Chiefs, who are proved the 14-1 with their win over the Texans earlier today. So we needed to get going here now. Got shotgun formation, Jalen Warren in the backfield. Going to be wide receiver left, wide receiver right, dual tight ends to the left, running back to the left. Fake play here. Pass in the middle. First down. Great first down catch and play for number 15. I didn't get a chance to see the back of his name. That is a name I will butcher if I get it wrong. But it was a good first down play down the middle for the Steelers. We get about 15 good chunk yards on it. And a great pass look and design there from Russell Wilson. It's going to be 1st and 10 now. Going to be moving more towards traditional tight end left, wide receiver right formation. Going to be a play action fake. Going to be looking for the running back, but instead it's going to be a sack by Russell Wilson. Big boy Pierce back there for the Ravens for the sack. Boy, that is a drive killer. Looking to go back to Jalen Warren here. But the Ravens scouted and had it right, and this big guy was not going to be denied getting past Broderick Jones. So 2nd and 20 for the Steelers here in shotgun formation. 15 seconds left on the play clock. Going to have twins to the left, twins to the right, running back to the right side of him. Play comes out. Russell's going to dump it down, dive, to Warren there, who gets a solid probably 11, 12 yards back. So 3rd and 8, a little bit more manageable here coming up for the Steelers around midfield. Oh, we need to get we got 3rd and 8. Rushing up to the field, the same type of formation we just had. Russell's looking to get a pass off. It's going to come off. Steelers are going to not look, Russell's going to maybe get sacked. No, he breaks away. He extends the play. He throws down the field. It's going to be caught by the Steelers just past the 1st down yard line. Who caught that? It was number 15 again. Scott Rocker, I think is what his back of his name said. Rush extends the play. It looked like he was going to get sacked, but is able to make it go further. Wide receiver is able to get the ball and make a play to get himself open just past the line of, the sticks to gain. And what a play there by Russ. It's not Big Ben like fully, but it is Big Ben parallel. Now we're 1st and 10 again, shotgun formation, tight end left, wide receiver split, twins to the right and left. Going to be a run play here to Jalen Warren, and Jalen Warren moves up the field for about 9 yards. We are moving the ball now heavily into Ravens territory. This is what we needed to see from the Steelers offense immediately. So 2nd and 1 coming up here for the Steelers. We're back in shotgun formation. Tight end on the right-hand side. 2 tight ends right. Twins wide receivers bunched to the left. It's going to be a pass play here. Russ can't take a sack. He just needs to throw the ball away. But instead, he gets Connor Hayward for the 1st down. He sees him. Connor Hayward stays in the field of possession and gets himself a 1st down. So 1st and 10 for the Steelers. 2:30 left in this 1st quarter. The Steelers, they be driving. They be driving hard. Now we're moving into tight end right, tight end left formation, bunch, wide receivers both left and right, as well as Jalen Warren lined up in a backfield overall. And Russ under censor. More motion. It's going to be a pitch play to Jalen Warren. Jalen Warren cuts up the field. He himself gets another 8-9 yard carry inside of the 25-yard line of the Baltimore 24. So a 2nd and short coming up here again. I know every Steelers fan with that pitch was thinking of last week, same position where Najee Harris fumbled the ball, but Warren takes this big run and gets down the field. 2nd and 1. Here we go. 2nd and 1 for Jalen Warren. Ball is at the 24-yard line. Bunch of receivers to the left, 2 tight ends to the right. It's going to be a running play to Jalen Warren, who picks up the 1st down, maybe gets 2 yards total, but when you only need 1, it's 1st down, Steelers. Yeah. All right, looks like Najee's coming back into the play here. Got 50 seconds left about in this 1st quarter. 1st and 10 at the Baltimore 22-yard line. Steelers moving into tight end right. Trips to the left, but wide receiver Van Jefferson's motioning back towards the right. And we got Najee shotgun formation to the left of Russell Wilson. 5 seconds left on the play clock. It's going to be down here. Going to be a play action fake to Harris. Throws down the middle of the field. Caught. And gets to the 1-yard line as Van Jefferson. So 1st and goal coming up for the Steelers. They can let the play, they can let the 1st quarter go, but Russ throws a dime down the middle of the field. That was a great pass play. Van Jefferson almost got into the end zone. So 1st and goal at the 1-yard line for the Steelers. This is where the Eagles have that push where they can get in all the time. Got 5 seconds left in this 1st quarter, and that's likely going to be it. We didn't really rush it for the play. And that's the end of the 1st quarter. Ravens up 7-0. But the Steelers are at the 1 yard line to start the second quarter, so this could very easily be a 7-7 game after a play. So, like what we're seeing from the Steelers offense, we're hitting a lot of seam plays. Russ has extended a couple, passes. Even after that one sack, we were able to get, first down there on a Russ extension. Warren had a good, solid running play, a few running plays there for 9 yards. So we punched this in, we tied this game up, and I feel like pretty good. The Ravens, they got a touchdown on their play, but if we can stop Henry, I think we stopped the Ravens game. And it's a few more seconds to get the first quarter, but I don't think that matters too much unless you're doing like quarter by quarter predictions, gambling. And I don't think any of us are doing that here. Oh, yeah. Show us all these Fox shows. Colin Coward. Who do you have in fantasy, JD? How's your fantasy season going? I know we're coming to the end of the year. So if you look at it right now, offensively, these teams look pretty even. It's just the field position allowed Ravens to get their first touchdown, but we're going to be first and goal here. Time of possession is pretty equal. They have a lot more running yards. We have a lot more passing yards. Oh, one of our players, 15, looks like he's heading to the locker room. Hopefully everything's okay for him right now. I'm glad one of your two teams made the fantasy playoffs. This drive, Russ is 5 for 5 for 62 yards. It's first and goal for Pittsburgh at the 1 yard line. This is where we need to be physical. This is where we need to figure out a way, whether it's a push or not. We need to get the ball into the end zone here. We're lining up an I formation. Tight end left, tight end right, wide receiver split left, Najee in the backfield. Ravens are hovering the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a play action fake and a pass that is not caught for. Oh, it's caught for a touchdown. I think he only has gotten 1 foot in. We'll see on the review here. But Miles Pruitt, a tight end here, gets a touchdown for the Pittsburgh Steelers. But let's just make sure he's got both feet in bounds off a replay, because I wasn't too sure if he got both of them in bounds. We're going to see here Rush on the play action, gets the pass, catches it, 1 foot, 2 foot, touchdown. We can put the 6 on the board. Pittsburgh Steelers, touchdown. We got the Christmas lights going on in the background, Christmas colors. Chris Boswell going to be kicking their extra point here to tie the game. 4 seconds into the first play of the second quarter, and the Pittsburgh Steelers are on the board. Red zone touchdown there. An excellent drive. Extra point is down, it is up, and it is good, and we have a tied ball game. We love to see it. Pruitt, I think his first touchdown as a Steeler this year, if not ever. We really are enjoying that. We let Russ cook that drive. Give the terrible towel wave. All right. Defensively, I would love a 3 and out here. Put Baltimore back on the field. Beautiful catch here by Pruitt. Gets the 1 foot in bounds, 2nd foot in bounds, and holds on to the football. Okay pass from Russ, given the pressure. But Pruitt, man, that was a good catch. Good catch. Steelers kicking off the ball, Boswell. This one's going to be in the play line of scrimmage. They're going to pick it up, do a touchback, but this should be a touchback only to the 20-yard line because I think that ball bounced right before the goal line. So both Ben Skodnornik and Joey Porter Jr. are questionable with a calf and hip injury. That is a big play here if the Steelers can get Porter Jr. back. And Skowronek did a very good job catching a couple balls that drive. So 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line for the Ravens it should be. I mean, if it's the 30-yard line, I'm going to be kind of upset. They're giving them the 30 that bounced before. What are these refs saying? Lamar under center, going to be handing the ball, play action fake off of Derrick Henry. Throws it deep downfield, but it's going to be an incomplete pass. Not really a good pass from Lamar. Some okay coverage by the Steelers. And it's going to be 2nd and 10 here. Lamar could be looking like Lamar versus Tomlin. Tom Munkin, offensive coordinator for the Ravens. We're getting some look into that on his Microsoft Surface tablet. 2nd and 10 going to be coming up here for the Ravens. But, I mean, Henry in that first quarter was getting chunks of yards, but we have Hill in instead of Henry. It's going to be shotgun formation here. Twins left, twins right, running back to the right of Lamar. Motioning now more out more. Lamar is empty in the backfield. He's going to look to run the ball. It's going to be a good running play. Lamar is not going to get the first down. There's a flag, maybe for an illegal shift. But a good tackle there by Patrick Queen. But let's see what this flag is for. It's kind of also illegal contact on the Steelers, so that's going to be an automatic first down for Baltimore. It's going to be one of these days again where I'm going to be bitching at the refs. Okay, that was a good flag. That was a fine flag. He kind of grabbed his face mask. So 1st and 10 now on the Baltimore 43-yard line. Henry's back in the backfield. It's going to be a running play to Henry. It's going to get blown up, but he still gets there for 3 or 4 yards. I don't know why the Steelers defender went towards Lamar after that. Play action and fakes, I guess, made him think not to go after Henry, but that could have been a loss there. Number 92 broke into the backfield, I believe, or was it? So 2nd and 6 coming up. For the Ravens here. Oh, false start, though, on Baltimore. Going to bring this back to 2nd and 11. It was a weird pistol formation, close up to the line of scrimmage formation for the Ravens, so something they were practicing, but false start happened, so it's going to be 2nd and long. Patrick Richard, I believe, a tight end or fullback for them, jumped. Most penalties in the NFL are the Ravens, so we'll see. Penalties played a big portion of the last game we played. Ball now moved back towards the 41-yard line. 2nd and 11 coming up. Lamar's going to be in shotgun formation. Tight ends to the right. Wide receiver split left and right. And Henry to Lamar's right. Some motion in to make more of the tight ends bunched together like a trip. It's going to be a pass play. Highsmith getting back, throwing it down the middle, and it's going to be an incomplete pass. Another flag on the play. We'll see if this is on Baltimore or if this is going to be on a Pittsburgh Steelers. There's a lot of rushing Lamar there, so it could be a hold. It could be roughing the passer. We'll see what they could call. Holding on Baltimore. Penalties decline, so it's going to be 3rd and 11 here for the Steelers. Got some pressure back. Lamar does not look that comfortable throwing the ball so far. At least not a little bit downfield. That was an okay pass given he was rushed, but it's going to be 3rd and 11 here. This is a big play for the Steelers to try and stop this drive in Baltimore field position so they can try and get back onto the field quickly. It's going to be shotgun formation for Lamar Jackson. He has Hill to his right, Trips also to the right. Tight end split a little bit to the left. Now we have more motion, so Tripp to be more wider left wider to the right, bunched together. Shotgun pass comes off. Watt gets chipped. Watt rushing now towards Lamar. Lamar throws the ball down the field. Might have got tipped to the line of scrimmage, but either way, incomplete pass. 4th and 11 there, and we got some good Steelers defense. Lamar just does not look comfortable at all. Like I said, the touchdown pass he had was more of a wide open wide receiver off of bad coverage. Here, this drive, he looked like Lamar, who was like, oh, just kind of like a lost cause. So the punt's going to happen. He's going to punt the ball around the 30-yard line of the Baltimore. That's when snaps coming from about the 40. Stout's punt is off. It's maybe not a good punt. It looks like a terrible punt that honestly might be like a net of like 10 yards. That went off the side of his foot to the right, and the Steelers are going to get possession, I believe, at the 40-yard line of the Ravens, which is truly a net 20-yard punt, or maybe it's going to be even moving up more, but a disaster for Baltimore gives Pittsburgh solid field position and a chance to go back up on points here. So yeah, Lamar, I mean, like I said, when he's back there, when he's getting rushed, he looks like he's kind of panicking. His throws aren't that accurate down the field. It's kind of like, guys, everybody told me, like, oh, man, how can you guys think you're going to be able to beat the Ravens and Lamar again? And it's like, we seemingly have Lamar's number, it feels like. We just do. He kind of just looks like an average quarterback. Happy Honda days. I don't need a new car. Okay. Commercials. All right. Good old-fashioned Kevin Burkhardt and Tom Brady here. Tom Brady, we're not listening to him today. No headphones in. We're just focused on the game itself. We don't have to listen to his bad play, calling of the game. All right, shotgun formation, 2 running backs in the backfield, moving more towards a pistol formation, play action fake for Russ. Throws it out to Jalen Warren, who cuts up the field. He gets going. It's going to be a 10-yard, 11-yard play for a Pittsburgh Steelers 4th down into Baltimore territory. A great start to this drive for the Steelers. We're already, moving and going as they were trying to show the stats of the Ravens defense being good these last few weeks. The Pittsburgh Steelers are looking to take the lead this drive. Roquan Smith, an excellent Pro Bowl, all-pro level player for the Ravens this year. But it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line of the Ravens. Steelers in I formation, tight ends right, split wide receiver left. Motion more now towards 2. Going to be another play action fake. Russ is looking up the field. He's going to run the ball up the field. It's going to be a solid 7-yard run gain there for Russ on the play action bootleg. And the Steelers are just moving along. Let's see what happens here on 2nd and 3 for the Pittsburgh Steelers. They're just inside, I want to say, the 40-yard line of the Ravens right now. at the 38-yard line of the Ravens. It's going to be Najee very far in the back, 2 tight ends right, wide receiver bunched kind of towards the right, and Calvin Austin to the left. Going to be a handoff to Najee Harris. Najee Harris gets up the field. Najee Harris gets all the way down to the Baltimore Ravens 27-yard line. Another first down for Pittsburgh as we get closer to the red zone. We're looking for a lead, and that offensive line made a nice gap there for Najee. And you see just a beautiful hole there, and he runs up it. He breaks off kind of off the Smith tackle, but takes him for the ride. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line of the Ravens. It's going to be a pitch play to Najee. He catches it this time. He gets up the field for about, I'd say, a solid 4 yards here. So 2nd and 6 is coming on up at the 23-yard line of the Baltimore Ravens. College football, big day today. We saw Penn State smoke SMU. All the Alabama fans, I'm sorry your team got choked out there, but Pennsylvania could be a big day for Pennsylvania football. 2nd and 6 coming up here for the Steelers. Russ under center again. Tight ends bunched to the left. Going to be a kind of half-ass fake, play-action fake for Russ. Russ still looking up the field again. Russ to the 20. Russ to the 10. He gets hit pretty hard. Ball comes out. And I think the Ravens might have picked up the ball inside the 5-yard line. Oh, he could have slid down in the red zone, but Russ tried making the big play for the touchdown. It was a big hit that knocked the ball out. We'll see who comes out with the ball, but I'm pretty confident it will be Baltimore ball. And they're calling it Baltimore ball. Russ, he could have just taken the slide here, but tackle comes through and the ball comes out, and the Steelers lose possession as this would have been 1st and goal. Oh, no, and the Ravens jump on that, and it'll be their ball around the 5-yard line. He saw the touchdown play. And I'm looking at the score right now, the Texas-Clemson game. It's 21-0 Texas. Maybe the college football playoff should have just been 8 teams. Yeah, advertise your United Football League coming back in March. We know, I know. I saw it last week. Tomorrow, I don't even know what big games there are tomorrow. Maybe Vikings Seahawks is a pretty big game. And then obviously Christmas Day, 11 a.m. here on the channel. It'll be Steelers versus Chiefs. And they're going to show us a replay of this play here. Russ thought he had the touchdown. I mean, he made a good move here. He had green. He just needed to... Oh, if he goes to the right more, he might have it, but he ran to the left. And everybody just gets on top of the ball. Tomlin's confronting Russ, saying, hey, we can't let that happen. We got to get back on top of it, it looks like. So 1st and 10 at the 4-yard line for the Ravens. Tight end left, tight end right. Henry to the left of Lamar. Splits on each side. Going to be a handoff to King Henry here, who breaks on the outside. Gets tripped up by TJ Watt, only for a couple yards total. That could have been a bigger play if TJ, the defensive player of the year, leader for a lot of people, stopping that play there. Happy to see TJ in the lineup, not being injured. 2nd and 8 coming up here for the Ravens at around the 6-yard line of their field here. Second and 8. Twins bunched on both sides. Henry to the right of Lamar. Going to be a pass play here. Steelers bringing some pressure. Lamar makes a throw, and it's going to be caught, it looks like, at around the 20-yard line by likely the touchdown catch person. Lamar's best throw of the game for a first down. Almost tipped by Watt. And likely just runs a pretty decent route there. And it really is a great throw and catch. You know, it's 25-yard line now. The Ravens are out there. Twins to the left, tight end right. Running back to the right of Lamar, as well as a split out wide right for the Ravens. It's going to be a draw play that is blown kind of up by the Steelers, but the momentum from Hill carries it for about 4 or 5 yards. Solid gain for the Ravens there to get 2nd and I believe 5, coming up ball at the 30-yard line on the field. Okay. 2nd and 5. Lamar calling the play in the backfield. I think we have Derrick Henry. Nope, it's still Hill in the backfield. Tight end left, tight end right, but bunch more to the left. Pistol formation for Lamar. Now motion coming out to give a split wide receiver to the right-hand side. It's going to be a quick running play. He cuts up the field. He gets a missed tackle and gets all the way down to the 50-yard line, but that looks like he's hurt. He kind of got hit at the knee, and he hasn't moved since that. I hope he's okay. It looked like a football play, but just based off the reaction, that did not look like it ended up well. I don't want to see this replay, as it's the Steelers defender just tackling at the legs, and I think it might even be more of the way his neck hit. Oh, no. Oh, hopefully he's going to be okay. He wasn't even really moving too much after that. That was a nasty hit. Well, the Steelers are in quick order to need to shut this drive down. Ravens are already at around the 50-yard line. Obviously, everybody is going to be thinking about Hill, and the way his neck went down on that play. You hope that this isn't a serious injury. You hope when you come back from commercial here that he's standing on the sidelines talking to people. The last thing I think anybody wants to see is coming back from commercial break is him still on the ground and everybody else around him. I guess tomorrow you're going to have Commanders versus Eagles, which is a pretty decent game. Vikings Seahawks is another decent game on Fox here, but everything else is kind of just like, eh. Okay, he's walking, so we appreciate Justice Hill showing signs of walking around and movement, but that was a scary fall. I don't know if we'll see him the rest of this game or the rest of this year. So they're at the 45-yard line of the Steelers. Henry in the backfield, double tight ends under formation, play action fake to Henry. Just a good pass play here to Flowers. Face mask coming on Mika Fitzpatrick. I know Flowers kind of hit him in his helmet, but Mika grabbed that face mask, whether incidentally or not. But Ravens will be likely in the red zone after this play. Yeah, that's a clear face mask by Minka. So it'll be 1st and 10 inside the red zone for the Ravens here, probably around the 16-yard line of the Steelers. And penalties have not gone Pittsburgh's way today. I mean, only 2 penalties, 20 yards. But it's 1st and 10 here for the Ravens. Shotgun formation. Henry in the backfield. Twin wide receivers and tight end to the right. Wide receiver split out to the left. Henry now motioning out more to the right. And it's another running play for Lamar. But it kind of goes nowhere as the Steelers had stuffed up the line of scrimmage. So maybe 2-yard gain for the Ravens. So 2nd and 10 coming up here. Well, 2nd and 8 coming up here. Yeah, Justice Hill is out with a concussion, they're calling it. Again, with how his neck was and how he was stiff after the play, you were worried that it could be something, and it maybe still could be something worse. But now a bunch trips to the right. Tight end also kind of, tight end to the left. Motion brings one of the tight ends to the left-hand side. Going to be a pass play quick for Lamar in the end zone, incomplete. I don't see any flags on the field, so 3rd and 8 coming up. Mark Andrews could not pull that reception in. So a big 3rd and 8 coming for the Pittsburgh Steelers in the red zone against the Baltimore Ravens, and just a little bit overthrown by Lamar there. Hard coverage there by Queen. I know Ravens fan will likely be looking for a penalty there, but I thought that was a good no call. 3rd and 8 coming up here. Henry to the right of Lamar. Got a tight end kind of split left. Tight end to the right. Wide receiver split left and right. Now the wide receiver on the right is coming in, bringing more to be lined up with the tight end. Going to be a quick pass here. Lamar gets it out going towards the end zone, and it's going to be caught for a touchdown from Bateman. Lamar gets his 2nd touchdown pass of the game. He really had no pressure on him all that much this drive in terms of Steelers defenders, and the Ravens, I believe, go up 13-7 right now, but pending extra point. I think he got in with his both feet. Yep, he dragged both feet in. There's 1, there's 2, there's the catch. That's a touchdown, Baltimore. So what looked like was going to be 14-7 Steelers has now turned into 14-7 Baltimore after Russell Wilson's fumble at the 4-yard line. Now Tucker's kick is up, and it is good, so it is 14-7. I was a little premature on that, but I felt pretty confident, and the Ravens take the lead. 7 minutes and 30 seconds left in the second quarter in this first half. Okay. Need a big rebound here from the Steelers. The Steelers really got no pressure on this play, and it just allowed for the routes of Baltimore to keep pushing out throughout. Watt gets double teamed from Henry. You got some pressure coming in the middle, but the corner jumps kind of a close route, playing towards the first down, and the safety could not cover the outside. So I don't think that was really a problem with the corner. Just a good block here by Henry, making sure Watt couldn't get in, and just a good throw and catch by the Ravens. So kickoff is coming here for Baltimore. Going to be a touchback to the 30-yard line. Pittsburgh coming out, I formation here, tight end to the left, wide receivers closely together, left and right, motion to the tight end to the right. It's going to be a play action fake for Russ. He's going to be just throwing the ball out of bounds here. That's not intentional grounding. He was out of the pocket. He threw it past the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up here. Pittsburgh needs to, I'd say, put a drive back together. I mean, they get the ball the second half, but they looked good these last 2 drives. We'll see what happens here. 2nd and 10 coming up for Pittsburgh. Going to be shotgun formation, tight end left, receivers bunched to the right-hand side, Freiermuth split out to the right, Warren to the left of Wilson in the shotgun formation. Pass is coming back. Russ doesn't have anywhere, throws it in the middle to Mike Williams, I believe, who gets the ball for about a 6-yard gain. So 3rd and mid coming up here for the Steelers, 3rd and 6. Baltimore defense got a lot of nice rest on that last drive with the injury, and the long drive for touchdown for the Ravens. 3rd and 5 here coming up for the Steelers. They need to get to the 40-yard line of the for the first down. Let's see if they're able to do it. Wilson so far 8 for 10 for 80 yards. Going to have an empty formation. Going to have twins left, twins right. We're going to have Van Jefferson moving towards back. Call a timeout here. Call a timeout. Might be a delay of game, but if you're Pittsburgh, you got to know what the play clock and call that timeout just to not let them have a chance. That's like the second time that Russ and company have been far behind. The Steelers takes their first time half of the half to avoid the delay of game penalty. Could have been called delay game. I don't know when the timeout was called, but it's a big 3rd and 5 here. Steelers, for momentum reasons, really want to get this first down and start going towards getting more points put on the drive. It's going to be Warren to the left. Going to be Freiermuth, kind of tight end left here. Wide receivers bunch twins to the right. And now Freiermuth moving more towards over the right-hand side. So we're going to have 3rd and 5 from the left hash mark. Going to be here. Warren now moving to Russ's right. Going to be a pass play. Wilson's moving up. Wilson's going to get sacked at about the 29-yard line, so 3 and out for the Steelers. Going to need a good punt, but that was not the drive you wanted to see. Good coverage sack. Wasn't much Russ can do there besides keep the ball safe. Waitman is back out for the punt. They kick another one here. This one looks pretty decent and give you a fair catch at the Baltimore 29-yard line, so no return back. But we need to stop Lamar quickly on this drive. We can't let them go down and score again. And that's going to be the message here. Oh. So you're seeing a sack play here. He's able just to bullrose through 2 Steelers linemen and Russ with the coverage sack, just taking it there, keeping the ball safe. Steelers need a big play here on defense. They need to stop the Ravens here. Give you 1st and 10 around the Ravens' 29-yard line. Don't know if Joey Porter Jr. is back in the game yet, but you're kind of feeling a little bit of his presence being gone. A little bit. Come on, let's get back into the game here. 1st and 10, Ravens lining up in shotgun formation. Henry to the right of Lamar, tight end left, trips to the right. Henry now moving to the left of Lamar. Going to be a run play to Derrick Henry. He gets up the field for about 4 yards, tackled by Patrick Queen. Kind of having a little bit more better of a front, but still not bad 1st down yardage for the Ravens here. Should be 2nd and 6. Moving back up, twins to the left, tight end. Well, twins to the right, tight end now motioning towards the right as well. Wide receiver split left. Henry to the left of Lamar. Nobody on the line of scrimmage on the left-hand side, if you ask me. They're going to throw it over the Flowers on the left-hand side. He puts his hands up into the face of the Steelers defender. No flag against that. Again, I don't think Flowers was on the line of scrimmage there at all. But it'll be 1st and 10 for Baltimore because NFL refs don't really call penalties like that unless it's, game deciding. And that ball almost tipped at the line of scrimmage. And that was just an easy dip and dunk type pass to Flowers there, who, again, gets the hands kind of almost in the face of the Steelers defender. We need to stop here quickly. It's 1st and 10 for the Ravens at their own 41-yard line. Bunch to the right, Henry to the left of Lamar, or fake to Henry, Lamar in the backfield. Pressure kind of getting to Lamar. He throws it cross shoulder up, and it is incomplete. Mika stops Flowers from catching that ball. So 2nd and 10 coming up. That ball hang up there a lot, and I think Steelers fans are lucky that wasn't a catch. I think Ravens fans are lucky that wasn't worse, because that ball hung up as Lamar threw it across his shoulder to the other side of the field. You see a lot of times this type of throw leads to an interception. Here, it's just an incomplete pass. So big 2nd and 10 coming up, 4:30 left in the second quarter of the first half. Trips to the right, split to the left. Motion now brings the tight end more towards the middle. It's going to be a fake handoff. Lamar keeps the ball. Lamar gets kind of stuffed after 3, maybe 4 yards. So it'll be a big 3rd down here for the Steelers as they stop Lamar on the QB option play. 3rd and 7, you got to get off the field, I think, if you're the Steelers. You can't let them get a 1st down here. So 3rd and 7 coming up here. Lamar is in shotgun formation. Henry to his right. Trips bunched together to the right. Tight end split off to the left. A little bit motion more now towards the right to make the trips less bunched. Pass play comes in here. He's going to throw it quick to the side. Going to be an easy catch for Andrews. Not really just had any type of coverage to stop them at that line of scrimmage. And it's a big 1st down for Baltimore. This is that Steelers defense. Like I'm saying, they're easy to dip and dime. I feel like we just, when it's plays like that where the line of scrimmage, we need to play up close, 5, 6, 7 yard set pass plays. We just play too far off. Lamar moving quickly up under center. Trip tight ends to the right. Running play to Derrick Henry. He gets out. He's going to be able to make a couple tackles. Gets past the line of scrimmage. Goes down to about the 35-yard line. Going to be about a 12-yard gain overall for him. And counting missed tackles. There was 2. There's 3. We got Fitzpatrick and Truce sliding up for a tackle beforehand. .250 left. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line for Baltimore. Twins to the right, tight end to the right, wide receiver split to the left, now more of a trips to the right. Going to be handed off to Henry again for no gain this time. Steelers were ready for that play, but this should lead us to the 2-minute warning potentially. And you got to try to keep them in this field position right here in case they try a field goal. Henry, 74 yards. It's going to be a 2-minute warning play here. Ravens aren't going to do another play. So this is a big drive stop needed for the Steelers. But I mean, like when it's 3rd and 7, we see this so often with the Steelers where it's like, you know, like where he's the Steelers receiver, the defender, right? I'm the Ravens wide receiver. He's playing off me like this, and I'm at the 1st down marker catching the ball. You can't stop me from catching it. We need our guy to be playing up tight to me, and if it means a bigger play can happen, fine. But we got to stop letting these dip and dime passes hit through. I know Porter's out. I know both their cornerbacks are out, starting quarterbacks, but this has been a case when they're in the play, too. You can't let those dip and dime plays happen. Hurt myself a little bit there. Big play coming up here for Pittsburgh. we need a stop here, right? 2nd and 9 at about the 35-yard line. Let's get an incompletion and a sack and get the ball back. I believe we can do it. I truly do believe we can not look to get them a touchdown or points. Field goal at best, but with Justin Tucker, it'd be best if we get no field goal. So that is what we're playing for here. That is the goal. I believe in us. Verizon halftime coming up next. 2 minutes left in the second quarter here. Ball at the 35, just inside the 35-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and 9 for the Ravens. Pittsburgh has 2 timeouts. Baltimore has 3 timeouts. I would love to see an incomplete pass, and then I would love to see a nice sack. I mean, we'll never complain about a turnover either. But the Ravens are going to be coming out. Bunch trips to the right, close tight end formation. Henry to the right of Lamar. Wide receiver split to the left. Lamar's going to go back. It's going to be a little bit of a blitz here package, and it leads to a very poor throw from Lamar. So that's the incompletion we wanted. 3rd and 9 coming up here. Lamar, again, the pressure kind of throws a bad pass. So we got 3rd and 9 coming up here. A big play in this game. Another 3rd and 9. If I see a goddamn out or a play where they give them the first down and you're playing off, I'm going to be so pissed and livid right now. We need to get the stop. 3rd and 9. I'd love a sack here. Got trips moving out for the Ravens on the left, right-hand side. Derrick Henry to the right of Lamar. Tight end split a little bit to the left of the line of scrimmage. Pass play happens here. TJ Watt coming up on Lamar. We get a dump play out here to the hill, and it's going to be stopped. Let's get a timeout. 4th and 8 coming up here. It wasn't a sack. Almost got the sack. But I do see the Steelers timeout, so a long field goal coming up for Justin Tucker. If he misses this, we'll be going wild. We're looking at a 50-plus yard field goal for Justin Tucker. This season, he does not have the highest field goal percentage of that 70% hit. So, come on, Steeler. Come on, field goal gods. He missed so much the first game we played against them. Come on. Fourth and 8. Looking at a 51-yard field goal here. He's at the left hash mark. 5 of 14 since 2023 for 50-plus yard field goals. Come on, Tucker. Shank it. Field goal is down. It's up. And Tucker does make it. So it's 17-7, But we get the ball back with 1:43 left, and we get the ball to start the second half. Let's go down and score a touchdown. Let's go down and try to get a field goal at least to get this back close. Almost a missed snap there. Good catch by the holder, and a good kick there by Justin Tucker. I know that's going to give a lot of confidence to Ravens fans and Tucker himself. And, he has had a bad season. And that was just a good catch there by the long snapper and a good kick by Tucker. You can't give too many complaints on that. Now we need to go down and get some points here before halftime, then we can get the ball in the second half, and get a touchdown. Because that is what we want. Kickoff comes off here for Tucker. Ball's going to be taken in the end zone. Going to go out of the end zone for a touchback. So Steelers get the ball at the 30-yard line, I'm pretty sure. And Lamar a little bit frustrated. Again, if you give pressure to Lamar, he kind of fumbles against our team, but we can't let him stand back there and just throw. Russ is coming back out. 1:43 left. Let's make something happen. We have no Pickens on the teams anymore. We got one timeout left. Warren's going to be in shotgun Russ is going to be in shotgun formation. Warren to his right. 3 wide receivers to the right. Tight end to the wide receiver kind of close together to the left. Going to be a draw play to Jaylen Warren. Going to try to pick up some quick, easy yards here. Gets about 4 yards, so it'll be 2nd and 6 here. Steelers need to rush to the line of scrimmage because we're not looking to run out the ball here for the first half. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Same formation with the wide receiver more split out on the left. Russ is going to throw over to Mike Williams there, who gets the first down. Again, let's get the possession going. Let's get the ball moving. 1st and 10 for the Steelers. 1:10 left in this first half. Ball at the 41-yard line of the Steelers. Twins left, twins right. Going to have Jaylen Warren in the backfield. Going to be another quick, easy throw. And a stop inbounds to Calvin Austin. So more time coming off the clock, but a good 5-yard gain there. Steelers are still moving pretty fast and well. Going to have the same formation. Twins left, twins right. Warren to the right of Russ here. Pass is going to go off soon. Going to be shotgun formation. Not too much goes on there. Russ is just going to throw the ball out of bounds here. So 3rd and 4 coming up. 41 seconds left. Big play here. Ravens are playing to clinch a playoff spot. Steelers win the AFC North at a home playoff game with a win. They cannot be the 1st seed anymore, so they can't get a bye. Over this next couple weeks, they're playing for the AFC North. So trips to the right, tight end more on the right-hand side, left-hand split out receiver. Warren to the left of Wilson in the backfield. Ravens hovering in the line of scrimmage, bringing a little bit of pressure. Rush throws out, gets the Freiermuth at the 1st down marker. 1st down, Steelers on 3rd down. 35 seconds left. We're going to try and get another play going here. A quick up to the line of scrimmage. We got a lot more yards to gain. Man, Jefferson's trying to get the play call. Tripped now more towards the left. Ball comes out, 24 seconds left. Steelers dime it down to Jaylen Warren, who cuts up field. Face mask, maybe? 17 seconds left. Maybe going to try and get one more play down. Give me all timeout here for the Steelers. So they're in field goal range. This is, do you kick a field goal here? You got 17 seconds left. Boswell is warming up on the sideline. Good old-fashioned Wizard of Boz. And we missed the face mask. We missed the goddamn face mask, NFL. You call it on us, I say it's on us, it's fair. But Humphrey got the face mask of Warren there. We shouldn't have had to use a timeout. Should have been 15 yards closer to the actual goal line. These goddamn officials, I swear to God, they don't want this division to be decided tonight. They didn't want this division to be decided earlier. They have goddamn put the flag away against the Steelers. It's been so pissy lately. That was such an obvious face mask. So now we lose our timeout. We don't gain that 15 extra yards. And it's 17 seconds left. We can't afford a sack or anything like that. We're at the 35-yard line of the Ravens. Twins on each side. Warren to the right of Russ Wilson here. 17 seconds left. Snap happens up here. It's going to be a QB draw up the field, but we got to hurry up and spike the ball very quickly with 11 seconds, 10 seconds, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. So the spike happens. We're at the 33-yard line, but we had a goddamn face mask miss that would have been 15 yards. That would have been us having a timeout, a more freeing range of plays. Goddamn refs have just been absolutely goddamn awful. So now it's Boswell's attempt from 51 this year. This one more in the middle of the field. Kick is down. Kick is up. And the end of the first half, it's a good field goal. It is 10-17. Steelers are down on the Ravens, but they get the ball to start the second half. And Boswell, Mr. Automatic, again. So what it also means right now is officially halftime for us, which means you will get a chance to see a recent YouTube video I have put out on who's winning Christmas. I'll see you after. Actually, let's do a Survivor one. Let me put a Survivor one out here. So, I will see you guys here. Um, our Survivor 47 Souls, and the winner is Rachel. Our Survivor 47 Soul Survivor, the winner of the season, and we have a fun episode to talk about, which could have been so anticlimactic, but to give the editors credit and production team at Survivor credit, they really had me thinking, man, maybe Sam has a chance at sneaking this out. All that and more here in a second on my Survivor analysis finale. But first up, I want to thank everybody who came and checked out my live stream tonight, watching the finale here. We got 8 subscribers, we got over 100 viewers, so I want to thank you guys for that. I really appreciate the love and support from all the reality TV community in the channel, and we're not done with this year now, because we'll have an end of year respective next Wednesday, going over what things I hope we see in 48 and hope we don't see in 48 from this last season. But then next year we'll have off the bat Dondi and my favorite thing, Traitors Season 3 coverage here on the channel, so stick around for that. I can't wait to talk about that and more here for reality TV. But without further ado, we gotta talk about the Survivor 47 finale and where Rachel stands as a winner. Yes, what a wild finale in some ways. I think this is a tale of two halves. You have kind of the first half where we get the immunity challenge and Rachel ends up winning it, and you're like, oh, this is the most obvious thing ever. She's in the final 3. She's won this game. This is going to be a boring episode. And then the Survivor gods, the Survivor editor gods, production team gods, gave us magic, because it all started with the very obvious given out front Teeny versus Sam and Fire that Rachel said right away, hey, Sue's been loyal to me, I'm bringing her to final 3, and you two tried to vote me out, you go to Fire, I want one of you gone. And Rachel also being like, I'm going to spend all my time with Teeny and do as much as I can with Teeny to make sure she beats Sam. Then we get to the fire making, and Teeny gets a big lead, like a very, very big lead. I don't know editing wise how big of a lead it was, but her flame was pretty much on that fire a good amount of time. And the number one thing that stopped her, the wind. This wind was doing all it could to blow Teeny's fire away from where it needs to hit to burn the rope. And I don't know if I've ever felt so annoyed and upset at fire making before, because it really did feel like Teeny did the job well. She got screwed over by where she sat and where Mother Nature was at. So I don't know if Survivor production needs to fix this issue in future, because I still think Teeny clearly wins this fire making if it wasn't for the wind. But because of the wind just not allowing Teeny's fire to hit her seemingly unbreakable string, Sam is able to catch up and come back and win this. And with this narrative arc of Sam being scrappy, with Sam always being Rachel's target and never being taken out, with Sam always fighting from the bottom, being on the right side of the vote, making things happen, making things happen against Rachel, there was this real narrative that, maybe Sam can beat Rachel. And even in the final tribal council with Sam, Sue, and Rachel, poor Sue, she was given like a happy birthday message. Gabe had given her love in different points, but it was very much the Rachel and Sam showdown, and they really showed a lot of clips that make you realize, hey, maybe Rachel isn't as great as everybody on Twitter and TikTok are wanting her to be. She did vote the most wrong out of everybody in the final 3. She did really survive off of advantages that were kind of luck to her. She did an unimpressive immunity run, tying, 4 other ladies having the most immunity runs in a season. And maybe she was a little bit off socially. She wasn't able to get her target of Sam out really any time at all. Sam was scrappy. Sam was kind of at the bottom, but he persevered through. He worked his way through to make sure Caroline and Sue and Rachel got broken up. He raised Genevieve's threat level. He raised Rachel's threat level to make sure he was never the target at the final, 5 vote out. He won the fire when he needed to. He was more correct on votes than Rachel. He was maybe more in line with some of those votes than Rachel. And it really makes you think of like, man, maybe Sam does deserve this win. But alas, once the votes came in, Kyle was the sole person to vote for Sam, and we got a 7-1 Rachel win, which I gotta say, it's a big congratulations. Rachel is a deserving winner. She played this game flawedly in areas, but she played it spectacularly in other areas. People might use things like idols and advantages as luck happensations, but in some ways, she kind of used that luck and created it in the right ways through. Her immunity wins, if it was a guy, would be, used as a reason to win the game, and I'm happy that she won the game because of that, because we've seen, like we heard from Andy, like Mike Holloway win just because he went on an immunity run. In Survivor, I believe 30 that was, Worlds Apart, and Rachel played a Survivor winning game, and I wouldn't have been upset if Sam won either. I do feel sorry that Sue kind of got dragged along, but she seemed happily dragged along, and, her game wasn't one that was seen as a winner. She joins, many other people like Caroline from Survivor 45? No, not 45. 44 with the group that just didn't have a vote at the end. A pretty prestigious, fun group of people in this new era. Sam got the 1 vote, which is like another new era group with we got a lot of people who got 1 vote, and Rachel is our winner. And where does Rachel rank with all of these? A lot of people have been saying she's the best player of the new era. I think Andy put this out best. She was missed on a lot of votes. She was on the wrong side of a lot of votes. She got blindsided a lot. She would have been gone if it wasn't for, immunities coming her way with challenge wins and or idols and advantages. Doesn't make it means she's not deserving of being the winner. She definitely is, but I think he nailed it right. As much as we don't like it, she's very much in that Ben and Mike Holloway tier of winner of you deserve the win, you're a good winner, but you kind of had, the stars had to align for you very, very well to get this win. Whereas I think there's other winners in this new era, like a Jam Jam, like a D, like a Marianne, even maybe a little bit of, Kenzie and Gabler a little bit. I mean, I would put Kenzie and Gabler kind of aligned with Rachel, also in there with like an Erica, but I would say, she is nowhere near as good of a winner as your, Marianne, as your D, and as your Jam Jam. For me, those 3 are still the top tierest winners who are able to play socially, who even some people might have gotten heat, like Jam Jam, but were able to use their social capital and their social abilities and their strategic abilities to get back on top of the game and really run their game through. A Marianne, while she played at the bottom, was never a real target for anybody that season. She really was 1 vote away from the, and jury from having a perfect game of nobody ever voted really against her, and she had a chance, and she wins the game with all the votes at the end. I think it's a lot more impressive to play at the bottom, never be the target, make big moves, get an idol played at you at 5, and also get dragged to the final 3. That's a lot more impressive of a game, and as a game player standpoint, and have a much better final tribal. I think Rachel's final tribal, the reason why I was kind of wondering if Rachel was going to win was because at least the edited part they showed, her tribal council wasn't that great. I think a Jam Jam, I think a Marianne, and I think a D would have torched Rachel in final tribal council in their performances compared to where Rachel was at now. I think Rachel fits a little bit with the Gabler and the Kenzies and the Ericas of the world. Great, fun winners who deserve to win their season, but I wouldn't call their overall gameplay anything that I would put in higher tiers and top tiers. I think when it comes to her immunity wins, we need to really look at Rachel and give her the applause in that. She kept herself immune. She was a physical player. She was good at the puzzles. She was good at the endurance type stuff. So much love to Rachel for that, and she gets big stat points for that. But she was on the wrong side of votes a lot. She was blindsided a lot, and she did need like an idol find in her right, shopping spree, as well as sold to save her as the only non-member of the one tribe. And a tribe split away from being out of this game much earlier than the finale. Even so, it's just one of those where you gotta like weigh back and forth. Again, she's a very fun winner. I think Rachel's a very deserving winner. But I don't think she deserved to be at the highest of high tiers of even this new era. I would love to see her back and maybe prove me wrong in season 50 or other seasons further down. But I do put the likes of Marianne, Jam Jam, and Dee. Those still are, to me, are my top tier golden 3 best winners of the new era. All on the top tier. All played incredible games. All went in the tribal council, delivered a slam dunk of a tribal council, and all were able to really pounce on their opportunities this season. Like Jess was like, oh, Rachel's biggest play this season was playing an idol at Final 6 when everybody in the game told her they were voting her out. That's not as impressive as working, Operation Italy from this season. That's not as impressive as voting, Mary Ann split vote. That's not as impressive as, the Tika 3 working their way through the whole entire game. Dee's able to manipulate Austin, in that way and getting him, having both her pieces work on both sides. Rachel did not have that much control in that game to have that amazing gameplay move that puts her up higher. But as a season overall, where does 47 rank for me? It was a fun season. You had a lot of highs with episodes like Operation Italy. Last week's episode of the finale I thought were expertly done. Really took a season that was very predictable and made it really dramatic and flaring and interesting. But I do think some of the issues of the pre-merge, as well as, with how advantages and lost votes worked, kind of were disengaging. I think the first initial episodes of the mergatory type stuff was a little bit disengaging and not that great. So this season is a mixed bag for me. I think some of its highs are the highest of highs of Survivor New Era the last few years, but I do think it had some of the most disengaging lows that could easily have had you check out if you weren't watching the season as a whole. So I would give this season like a solid 4 out of 5 type rating, maybe 3.5 out of 5. Like, we'd give it like a B rating. It had a lot of fun characters in this season. I don't know if it had as many great characters as we've had the last couple years, whether it be Q. Q was a great character. I think D was a great character. Obviously, you mentioned Jam Jam, Venus, everybody. I don't think anybody was as much of a character as, say, Venus was. I mean, Andy's kind of close. But it was an overall somewhat, decent season. I think this is a cast you might forget about outside, like, the top 6, maybe even the top 7. Because Andy's 7, yeah. No, Andy's 6, so yeah. I think you'd forget kind of the top 6, anybody who's not in the top 6, unless you're a fan of Rob Has a Podcast or just podcasting in general, which you'll remember Asia and you'll remember John Lovett, and you'll obviously remember like Rome. Even me as the biggest Soul fanboy, and I would love to see Soul back. Soul's my favorite. I think from the average person, I think if you look back at this season, Soul could be easily a forgettable character. In fact, if it wasn't for Rome, Soul probably would feel like a forgettable character. Kyle, Caroline, Gabe, Like, I think looking back, you're gonna, like, this cast wasn't as loaded as it was at the very top. I do think there's been other casts that have felt just better loaded overall, but tell me in the comments down below. We are coming back here. Give me a second. Just got to. Boom, we're back, baby. And Pittsburgh Steelers starting it off here at the 30-yard line. Shotgun formation. Going to be a pitch play to Warren, and he's going to get stopped at the line of scrimmage. So not the start you're looking for here for the Steelers on the first play of the second half. We're back up on the thing. Dual tight ends, wide receivers bunched close by. Under the formation, single back formation, it's going to be a play action fake to Jalen Warren. Russ is looking for the field. He's going to throw the ball kind of out of bounds. Van Jefferson was in the area, but wasn't really catchable for him, so it'll be 3rd and long. This is not the start the Steelers wanted to start the second quarter here. Big 3rd and 10 needing to be hit here. Russ, 110 yards in the first half, 12 of 17, or 12 of 16. That was an incomplete pass. Big third quarter team were the Steelers, but you're not going to know it off the beginning of this drive. Trips to the right, Mike Williams to the left, Jalen Warren to the left of Russ. Ravens are bringing the heat. Russ gets the ball out. It's going to be a completed catch, but only for about 6 yards, so it's 4th down here. Van Jefferson, unlike the Steelers, the Ravens play for the line of scrimmage, but the blitz was not picked up by Warren well enough here, and Russ had to get the ball out quickly. Kyle Hamilton, I believe, coming on in, and that was almost an incomplete pass either, but it was complete. 6 yards, 3 and out for the Steelers, so you put a lot of pressure on this defense to get the ball back without any points being scored. Waitman's punt is up in the air. The ball bounces inside the 10-yard line, gets down to maybe the 8-yard line of the Ravens. Love to see it. Timeout already on the field because we got to do ads. All right, a big drive here coming up. We got to stop the Ravens, in my personal opinion, on this drive. They're up 17-10. The ball was able to be punted very well by Waitman all the way down to about the 8-yard line. We need to stop. Pick 6 would be wonderful. Now, Lamar's not an MVP this season. Stop it, NFL, with this narrative. All right. 1st and 10 at the their own 8-yard line. Joey Porter Jr. is back in the game. A lot of Steelers fans are hopefully hoping he's going to be okay and he'll be able to be playing well enough. We got burned on a couple close dippity, doodah day pass plays in the end of that first half here. 1st and 10 coming up. Pistol formation. Bunch close to the left. Tight end to the right. Derrick Henry in the backfield. Now motion, bringing out a split wide receiver. Going to be a handoff to Henry. He cuts up the field. He gets tackled after about a 10-yard gain. That was not the first play the Steelers needed to have. Offensive line of the Ravens creating another hole for Derrick Henry, who, if he isn't at 100 yards yet, is going to be at 100 yards very soon this game. 1st and 10 for the Ravens now. Shotgun formation, tight end left and right, wide receiver motioning towards the left. It's going to be a play to Derrick Henry. He at this time only getting about a yard, maybe 2. A flag on the before the play, so maybe play never even got off. Could be false start, maybe. Went on the Ravens, so that's a 5-yard penalty. Welcome back, JD. Steelers need to get a stop here quickly, in my opinion. While the ball's still back, in the 15-yard line area for the Ravens, we want to get a stop. So, 1st and 15 from around the 15-yard line for the Ravens. They're coming out, shotgun formation. Twins to the left, twins now kind of to the right with the motion. Henry to the right of Lamar Jackson. Going to be passing play here. Lamar, not much pressure, gets it out to Derrick Henry. Makes one guy miss. Mika lets him get upfield for about another 2 or 3 more yards, so it'll be 2nd and 5. Need to get Henry down on the first tackle, but he's going out of the game here. So this is our Steelers' chance to really try, I feel, and get Lamar to actually move around and get rushed. This was a good block there by the Ravens, and a quick pass to let Lamar not get any pressure, and a big missed tackle. And then Mika kind of misses it, but he is able to rebound back and get Henry down. 2nd and 4, actually. Kind of a long 4. Trips to the left, wide receiver split right. Going to be a keep by Lamar. He cuts back to the middle of the field and gets the first down. Tackled by Highsmith. I thought he had more running room if he stayed to the left, but he just took the gritty first down yardage play, and the Ravens are now moving the ball up the field. We cannot allow points to move out here. Highsmith followed Ali, and it wasn't the biggest run for Lamar. I felt like it could have been worse, but 1st and 10 now. Lamar is going to be under center here. Henry's still not in the game. Tight end right. 2 tight ends kind of to the right-hand side. Play action fake. Highsmith gets a little pressure. Tight end goes. Andrews catches it, and a tackle luckily happens as he tries to do a spin move. Still a 5-yard gain, and probably the best Lamar has looked a little bit under pressure. We're a bit worried here overall, I'll be honest. 2nd and 5 for Baltimore at their 35-ish yard line. Need to get to the 40 for a first down. Joey Porter Jr. back in the game. Could be Derrick Henry back in the game. Shotgun formation. Derrick Henry to the right. Trips right. Tight end to the left. Going to be handed off to Derrick Henry, who's going to go up the field for about 4 yards. Not quite a first down, but in the NFL these days, these 3rd and 1s with a Henry-Lamar combo feels like this should be an easy first down. And they're going to rush to the line of scrimmage here. Lamar is going under center. It's going to be a handoff to Henry, and he gets tackled for a 2-yard loss. Big play by the Steelers defense to force 4th and 3 at about the 37-yard line. They rushed the ball, and again, with this play, you take the ball out of Lamar's hand, and the Steelers can just focus in on going after Derrick Henry, and it's number 50. I believe Landon Roberts coming up and stopping Henry in the backfield for a big 2-yard loss and just making this a punt situation. That was a big, big tackle. Love to see that. No fakes going to happen here. No fakes, no jumping off sides. Punt is being snapped. The punt has gone down. Up in the air here. Good punt by the Ravens. Fair catch called for at the 12-yard line. Calvin Austin is asking for a flag. They aren't going to call it on the Ravens. I don't think there should have been a flag there either way, I'll be perfectly honest. And the Steelers, fortunately, get a chance to tie the game back up again. They can't go 3 and out one more time. They need to make things happen. But 3rd and inches, instead of going with a QB sneak, with Lamar, they do an under-the-center handoff to Derrick Henry in a very obvious play, and we get a big, big tackle for a loss from Landon Roberts. And the Steelers get the ball back here, but if they're deep in their side of the field now, we need to make the plays happen. We can't give the ball back to the Ravens, in my personal opinion, without scoring points, preferably a touchdown. Ooh, big drive coming up for Russ and company. Big, big drive coming up. We'll have to see how this goes here. It's kind of tense, I'll be honest. But Landon Roberts, what a play. Could be a play of the game. All right, they're showing the head-to-head. Tomlin, this is our chance to come back, our chance to put the nail on this coffin, to say this is no longer a rivalry. We own them. First and 10 for the Steelers. This is a big drive, in my personal opinion. Ball at the around 12-yard line of the Steelers, coming out with trips bunched to the left. Gonna be, it looks like Harris in the backfield. Gonna be a play-action fake to Harris. Russ throws the ball deep downfield. Gonna be to Calvin Austin, who catches the ball inbounds. Could have been pass interference, but what a pass. What a play there by Russ. What a catch there by Calvin Austin. And the Steelers should get to the line of scrimmage quickly to make sure there's no challenge on that play. But what a pass and what a catch. 1, 2, that's a good catch. First and 10, run play to Najee Harris. Najee breaks out to the outside, gets to about the 40-yard line of the Ravens. 5-yard gain. The Steelers' offense is quick in action. What a pass and what a catch from Calvin Austin III and Russ Wilson there. Sorry for the loud whistle, but that was just beautiful. Showing we should be trying to make this play more often. Big play by Calvin Austin III. Getting some congratulations from Mike T. Going to have two tight ends right, close tight ends to the left. Najee in the backfield, 2nd and 6 here. Going to be a run play for Najee. Breaks it on the outside. Tries to get up the field. Does not really gain anything besides maybe just a yard. So a very big 3rd down play. Roquan Smith there on the tackle. At most gets a yard on the play. So big 3rd down, big possession here for the Steelers. Great to get that big play early, but we want to get points on the board this play. So 3rd and 6 coming up here for the Pittsburgh Steelers. 8 minutes left in this 3rd quarter. Empty backfield for Russ. Twins to the right, trips to the left. Russ has 10 seconds left before the play clock. Warren coming back to the right-hand side of his shotgun formation. 4 seconds left. Russ gets the snap off, but it looks like we're going to get a timeout called either by Pittsburgh or by Baltimore. or a Ravens defender went down. That's kind of suspicious. That's almost like a delay of game to go down like right as the ball is being snapped. Maybe it's a contact out or something. I mean, I don't it doesn't look like he was. Yeah, it was a contact out or something like that. Something with his eye. Okay, he was calling for the play. I mean, that should be a forced timeout by the Ravens. I don't know about that. That's like should be at least a forced timeout for them. It shouldn't be just a given injury timeout for free. Still 3rd and 6 coming up here for the Steelers. 6 yards to go. Gonna have empty backfield again. Trips to the left, twins to the right. Looks like they're gonna give potential pressure. Mike Williams moving closer to the inside. Russ gets the ball off. Russ gets the ball in the middle of the field. It's gonna be caught by Calvin Austin again for a Pittsburgh Steelers first down. Gotta get the towel going, towel waving here. What a beautiful pass and another great catch by Calvin Austin on this drive. Russ and him are cooking up a connection, and the Steelers are back in point scoring range. Beautiful pitching catch there. Down to the 24-yard line of the Ravens. We're now shotgun formation right with Najee, tight end to the left. Twins out to the right. Split receiver to the left. Going to be a running play to Najee Harris. He gets up the field. He keeps it going. He keeps it going for a good solid 9-yard gain into the red zone once again for the Pittsburgh Steelers, taking the ball down to the 15-yard line. And that was all Najee just brute forcing his way up that field. Just like Derrick Henry has, going tackle after tackle. Mike Tomlin nodding and smiling. This is a touchdown-needing drive here. Najee's coming out. I don't know if it's Warren or Patterson going to be in the backfield. Going to be Jalen Warren. Going to be lining up under center. Tight end to the right, tight end to the left. Wide receiver bunched close on both sides. Going to have some motion left for the tight end. Going to be a pitch play to Warren. Warren cuts up. Warren gets the first down. Warren gets down to about the 11-yard line. Pittsburgh Steelers 1st and 10 at around the 11-yard line here. 6 minutes left in the third quarter. And they're trying to get to the line of scrimmage quickly here. Going to have 2 tight ends to the left, wide receiver split close to the right, as well as a wide receiver split close to the left. Warren in the backfield shot. We're tossing the play out to them. Warren does not get any yards. Of anything, he loses half a yard or a full yard there. So 2nd and long coming up for the Steelers. That rush didn't really do much, both rushing the play and rushing the ball. This is a big red zone opportunity for Pittsburgh. Mike Williams coming in. Probably going to start getting Pat Freiermuth back in the game if he hasn't been there yet. He's a big red zone target. Calvin Austin III has been excellent on this drive. Breaking the huddle here. Pittsburgh's shotgun formation. Going to have Patterson to the left of Wilson. Twins to the right, tight end to the right, and then Mike Williams to the left. 5 seconds left of the play clock. Play gets down there. Russ is looking for a play. He throws it over to Patterson. Patterson catches it for a Pittsburgh Steelers touchdown! What a dime by Russ Wilson. Let him cook Cordell Patterson with the touchdown on the wide receiver end of the backfield fade. He almost didn't catch it, but because the ball stayed on his stomach, it was a touchdown, and the Steelers are almost going to tie the game back up here. What a pass by Russ. Cordell Patterson able to keep this ball, did not let it fall out. It almost gets intercepted, but he wins the possession for the ball there, and it's a touchdown for the Steelers, and it is going to be potentially a tie game if Boswell makes this extra point, which Chris Boswell does. It's 17-all. The Kings of the third quarter have taken their more point differential up, and it is now 17-all. A similar looking pass play to the first game, but it was Lamar throwing a pass, and it was the Steelers defender getting an interception. Here, the Steelers player comes down with the ball again, and it is a Pittsburgh Steelers touchdown, 17-17. the game's back on. Oh boy. Kai Cenat, Snoop Dogg talking about T-Mobile, we don't care. Carry on Netflix. Maybe I gotta watch this on Netflix. Netflix doesn't usually put actual advertisements in TV, but because I think the NFL's gonna be on Netflix, they're gonna start, promoting it here. I've been able to see Maria and Piano Lesson on Netflix. Also saw, Amelia Perez, a big Oscar contender. Arcane season 2 was on Netflix here recently. If you care about that show, best Netflix thriller in years. I don't know if I agree. I mean, I haven't seen the movie, but the Hitman on Netflix was a great kind of thrilling type movie this year. Yeah, tie game there, buddy. Tie game. Again, we need to figure out a name for this guy. Let's see, you got a smile on your face. Maybe we'll call you Jack or Hammy. Maybe we can call you Hammy or Jack Ham. We're going to look at the Steelers play again. Cordell Patterson coming out of the play action field, just doing a fade up the side of the field. Mike Williams pushes the corners back and the safety away from this position, and Russ just delivers a dime in this man-to-man coverage that almost gets picked off but ends up in the Steelers' breadbasket for a 7-point Steelers touchdown. Patterson gets it in there. We love to see the Steelers score some points, and when you consider that we have a fumble at the 5-yard line, the Steelers easily could be ahead on this game. Boswell kickoff happening here, and the kickoff is up, and it looks like it might be out of bounds. This is a bad kick, and it is. So, not what you want to see from Boswell. And Ravens are going to get prime position to start. I think they start at like the 40-yard line now. So a lot of pressure on the defense to try and force the 3-and-out to keep them out of point scoring position, in my opinion. They get the ball at the 40-yard line because of that kick out of bounds. Going to have an interesting shotgun with the fullback formation, tight end to the right, twins to the left for the Ravens. Play action play. Steelers getting some pressure on Lamar. Lamar gets it out, though, to Andrews, who gets a first down in the Steelers' territory. Asking for a penalty. Maybe could have gotten one, but again, the Steelers didn't get a face mask at the end. And they're really playing the block formation there for TJ Watt and making sure he can't handle the game. As you had the tight end kind of look at chip Watt. You had the fullback chipping Watt. You still had pressure coming out from Landon Roberts. Another great throw from Lamar under pressure. Haven't said that much today. Shotgun formation, trips to the right, wide receiver split left. Henry in the backfield going to be given. Nope, it's going to be kept by Lamar, who is going to be tackled by Mika Fitzpatrick for 2 yards. So Lamar did not get that wiggle room that he thought he was going to do. So the 2nd and 8 is going to come up here soon. A great tackle by Mika Fitzpatrick to make sure Lamar couldn't go further down the field in the game overall here. So 2nd and 7, they're calling it coming up. Mika Fitzpatrick, a 4-time Pro Bowler on the play. Ball's around the Pittsburgh Steelers 41.5-yard line. Twins to the left, tight end right, wide receiver split right. Derrick Henry to the right of Lamar Jackson. Almost a jump there by the Steelers Play clock's down to 3 seconds. Motion at the end of the play clock. Going to be a pass to Lamar. He's holding pretty good in the pressure, and it's going to be a first down inside the 30-yard line for the Ravens. A good pocket pass to Flowers. No real pressure on Lamar there. And again, when he has no pressure, he's been throwing pretty decent pass plays throughout this game. He has 2 touchdowns, much like Russell. Not the most yardages in the game overall, passing-wise, 7 incompletions. It's 1st and 10, though, inside the Steelers' 30-yard line at the 27. Going to go under center again, trips to the right. Wide receiver bunch to the left, now motion over towards the left-hand side. Henry's in the backfield. Steelers are playing the front of the line of scrimmage, and we're going to get a play-action play. Going to be a potential screen here that going to go to Henry. The Steelers aren't going to stop until he gets down to the 10-yard line, first down. And that was a nifty play there by the Ravens. Looked like it might have got blown up, but Henry breaks a tackle, gets down into the red zone to the 10-yard line. So good play design call. Ravens are answering right back quick. We need the Steelers to try and hold maybe to a field goal here. It's 1st and goal at the 11-yard line. Turnover would be nice here too. Twins to the right, wide receiver split out left, tight end to the right, running back not Henry in the field, and there should be a clear holding call on this play. I don't see a flag out, but our nose tackle literally got held that allowed Lamar to get 5 yards here. And yeah, Boswell just had a bad kickoff here, but I mean, I'll be honest, I don't think it matters all too much given how quickly and how easily the Ravens have moved out of the field here. So 2nd and 6 here for the Ravens at about the 7-yard line after the Lamar sneak. Derrick Henry back in the game. 2 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Got twins left, twins right. Henry to the right of Lamar Jackson. Got some motion now with one of the receivers going towards the right to make it more of a trips. Lamar looking to the left. Lamar looking in the middle of the field, and he's wide open in the middle. Touchdown, Ravens. Can't blame the kickoff for what was a walk-down type touchdown drive for the Ravens. And answer back to get the lead. And as much as you want to point it at Boswell, I mean, the Steelers are giving up 10 yards of play at will here. And Mark Andrews with the touchdown to make this 23-17. Extra point coming up for Justin Tucker. Down. It's up, and it is good. So 24-17 with 1:50 left in the 3rd quarter here. Oh. Okay. So Steelers got to come back and try and get 7 more points to tie this game again. And they're showing here probably just missed coverage happening. That motion kind of caused creation, an issue of who has who. Fitzpatrick points saying you should get Andrews, and it's too late. You can't, just bad coverage overall, bad communication. I know we have people missing out here, and that's the type of stuff that happens when you have your starters out. But that play, 10 yards per play, you can't say it's all on Boswell's kick out of bounds. I mean, if that's from the 30-yard line, they're basically at touchdown range anyway, either way. This kickoff's going to be in the field of play here. Looks like it's going to be Jalen Warren taking the ball up the field. He gets at the 30. He bounces past the 35. He's to the 36, 37-yard line. A good return there for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and we get 1st and 10. That fumble loss is playing big on us. Twins right, tight end also right. Najee in the backfield, Russ under center. Going to be a play action fake to Najee. Russ looks to give it to Najee, who drops the ball. In all honesty, that was probably the best case scenario because that play was kind of blowing up, but it's 2nd and 10. And we need first downs and we need points. Looks like Porter Jr. is also going back, maybe back out of this game, reactivated any energy. We have trips to the left. Najee still on the backfield. Wide receiver split to the right. Going to be a kind of half-ass play action fake. But play under the middle to Mike Williams. Mike Williams gets up the field past the 50-yard line. First down, Steelers. We like to see it. We like to see it. Needed that type of play. We're rushing kind of back up here. Minute 20 left in this third quarter. Mike Williams, 3 receptions for 24 yards today. It's nice to say his name. These with Pickens out. Same formation again. Pitch to Harris. He catches it. He's looking up the field. He gets up for about 3, maybe 4 yards total. Second down coming up at about 7. Have Warren now coming in. I think Calvin Austin's now moving in. A little bit more of a wide receiver package for the Steelers. They're going to say 2nd and 8. Ball in Ravens territory, about the 47-yard line, 46-yard line. Got 2 people in the backfield, Connor Hayward and Jalen Warren. Twins to the right, tight ends to the left. Ravens playing up front, now almost more of a pistol formation. Russ has time in the backfield. Russ throws it kind of deep, but this is going to be kind of thrown away. That could be intentional grounding. I don't know if he was out of the pocket. But a big 3rd and 8 coming up here for the Steelers. If you get it close, you might think it could be 4-down territory if you get, pick up a short yard play here, but you can't let a sack happen. 3rd and 8, 46-yard line of the Ravens. Gonna have a formation here with the Steelers, twins on both sides, Jalen Warren to the left. Ravens look like they're giving pressure here. Play clock is running down 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. He gets it off just in time. Rush looking to throw. Rush gets it off to Warren. Warren fumbles the ball, gets it kind of back. It could be a complete catch, could be an incomplete pass. Only gets a couple of yards. They're calling it an incomplete pass. 4th and 8. I don't know if the Steelers go for it here or they punt it. It looks like the Steelers are planning to go for it. This is a big play given the field position that they're at. It's 4th and 8. Play clock went out, but obviously they're going to reset the play clock because, you know, the refs stopped the play from happening at all. Maybe they're reviewing the fact that this was a catch and a fumble. I mean, it's clearly a catch. I think it's a catch and a fumble. They call it an incomplete pass. I mean, that makes it more 4th and 6 than anything else. So you let the clock run out here. It's 4th and 5, basically 4th and 6 for the Steelers. 5 seconds left in the quarter. And we're going to go to the 4th quarter here. The Steelers are just going to let this go and figure out what decision they're going to do going into the 4th quarter. This is a big play overall. Ugh. Subway commercial. Do you think the Steelers go for it here, or are we going to come and punt it after the break here? This is a big play for the Steelers. A gigantic play. Fox Sports app. We'll be right back. Steelers are still, looks like they're on the field for 4th and 6 here. You missed this, you're giving Lamar Jackson and the Ravens excellent field position. You make this, you're in scoring position yourself. Warren's out there. Mike Williams is out there. Russ is going to start empty. I imagine Warren's going to be motioned on in. We got trips and the Fryer moved to the right. Mike Williams, Warren to the left. Warren coming now more towards in the tight end position here. It's 4th and 6 for the Steelers. Ravens look like they're going to give pressure here. 10 seconds left before the play clock. It gets called. We're going for it. Rush throws the ball deep downfield. He has Calvin Austin open, but it's going to be incomplete. And now you can't call a flag on that. I'll be honest, you both went for the ball. And that was a questionable 4th down call there. Let's watch this replay. They both were playing the ball, and I think that's fine. I don't think that's a flag. And the ball was more over towards the Ravens side, too. I think Hamilton, if anything, had a better play at the ball. So the Steelers' defense needs to get a stop here. That's not pass interference. Lamar gets the ball basically midfield right now. Derrick Henry also has the ball here. 2 tight ends in, wide receivers kind of close by, some motion happening. Pistol formation, going to give the ball right to Derrick Henry, who's cutting up the field, who's at the 50, who's at the 40, who's at the 30, he's at the 20, he's at the 10, and he's all the way down to the 10-yard line. That's the momentum there of going for a play like that position. Henry is having an amazing game. The Ravens are on their way to win this game. 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line. Just gets the edge. Highsmith can't contain him, and he gets out there, and we get a touchdown-saving tackle. But same formation for the Ravens. Need a turnover quick. Pistol formation, play action fake to Henry. Pressure on him. It's intercepted! It's intercepted by Mika Fitzpatrick! What was that throw from Lamar Jackson? Fitzpatrick's moving up. He gets to the 32, 33-yard line. And what in the world were they thinking? What was that pass to Lamar? We're back in the game. This should have been just running the ball. Game over. Even if you get a field goal here, it's 10 points. But Lamar throws one of the worst I don't know where he was throwing, and the Steelers get a turnover. Holy smokes, we're back in this game. What was that? I thought it was lights out. I thought, that's why Lamar can't be MVP. I just can't believe. We need to go down and score now, though. We need the touchdown. Henry is moving. We need to use this momentum. Oh boy. What an interception. I mean, Mika was in the right spot. He got the interception because Lamar threw it like a mile away from his receiver. They had the ball inside the red zone, inside the 10. Like Henry has been running us nonstop this game in the second half. And a bad play action pass with a bad pressure on Lamar throws a bad ball, and holy smokes, we're back in this game. Get 7 points off of this turnover, and we're 24-24 all. Let's just watch this replay. You get a little bit of pressure here after the play action fake. And I have no idea what happens to Lamar. Henry doesn't pick up the right guy. Queen comes in with the pressure, and Lamar throws a duck. And Mika Fitzpatrick is right there to pick him off, and we get the ball back. Oh, what a play. First and 10. Harris in the backfield. Tight end to the right. 2 tight ends right. Wide receiver also close split off to the right. Under the formation here for us, under center. Hand the ball off to Harris. Harris gets up the field for about 3 yards before the Ravens push him back. Oh, we're back in this game. Last interception by Lamar was against no other than the Pittsburgh Steelers. Second and 7 coming up here for the Steelers. Lamar getting his hand kind of tended to. Again, similar formation to what we just had under center, but now we're moving tight ends on both sides here. Nope, still keeping the tight ends there. Russ under center, Harris in the backfield. It's going to be a play action fake type play. Russ gets it out to the tight end, but he picked off himself, and he's going all the way back to the end zone. Any roughing the passer, any taunting? Probably not. And it's a pick 6 for Baltimore. Oh, that was a bad pass and a bad play call. Could have been maybe roughing the passer. I don't think it really was, though. I have to see the replay to see. I don't know how they don't call taunting on that play. Just a bad pass by Russ and a pick 6. Again, I don't know how that's not taunting. Again, now, he hits him in the shoulder. That's not roughing the passer. Maybe if Russ was Patrick Mahomes, they would call it, but I wouldn't say it should be roughing the passer there. Oh, disaster. Extra point is down, up, and good, and we're back losing by 2 total touchdowns. One interception saves the game. The other one could break the game open. Oh. I got about 13 minutes left. We need a Steelers touchdown this drive. There's no other 2 ways to put it. You need a touchdown this drive. Oh, boy. Kickoff is going to be a touchback here, way deep in the end zone. 13 minutes and 6 seconds left for the Steelers to try and get this game close again. We'll see what they could do. Oh, that sucked. That really sucked. Hammy, we need to do well this drive. We need to do well, Hammy. We need a quick touchdown. Steelers in I formation coming off of that. A couple motion people around. Going to be a handoff to Jalen Warren, who gets up the field, who moves up the field for about 11 total yards, 10 yards. So it should be 1st and 10 for Pittsburgh at around the 40-ish yard line, a little past the 40-yard line. We need to get moving quick. We need to get touchdowns. Going to go in shotgun formation. Russ back to pass again, throws it underneath the Freiermuth, who gets the ball for about 4 yards. And again, Roquan Smith rips the ball out after the play's over. Steelers got flagged against the Eagles, but you weren't getting anything here today. Here we go again. Shotgun formation, trips to the left. Warren to the left. Wide receiver split out to the right. Ravens bring a blitz, but Warren gets the handoff for about 2 yards. So 3rd and 4 coming up here for the Steelers. A big 3rd down play. Third and 4. Twins on both sides. Warren to the left of Russ. Gonna have a blitz coming in. Russ should have seen where that blitz was coming. He's moving around in the backfield. He's trying to extend the play. He does. Jalen Warren gets the ball. He picks it up. Should be for a 1st down. Steelers starting to move the ball back. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line, 49-yard line. Russ, trying not to get sacked, is going to get sacked. 2nd and 12 coming up here. The 2nd and 14 they're actually going to be calling it, so my 12 guess was wrong. 2nd and 14 for the Steelers. It's going to be bunch trips to the left. Down motion coming over to the right-hand side by Freiermuth. 5 seconds left before the snap. Warren to the left of Russ. Snap comes off. Russ gets the pass. They're going to be calling false start on the Steelers here, so it'll be 2nd and 19. Project Jones is wondering, what do you mean false start there? Yeah, that's not a false start. In this NFL, that's not a false start. That's a BS call. That's up 2nd and 19 for the Steelers. Russ is empty in the backfield. Imagine it's 4 down territory if the Steelers pick up big chunk yards here. Russ doesn't get much else. He gets some play in the middle of the field. The Freiermuth gets to about the 50-yard line. 3rd and 10 about coming up here. Have trips to the right, tight end on the right-hand side. Jalen Warren to the left of Russ in the shotgun formation. Mike Williams split left. Going to be a quick pass play to Calvin Austin, who gets tackled at the last scrimmage. It's 3rd and fucking 11. Why are we doing a bubble screen play? Oh, what are you doing? Why are you even doing this play call? Now we're forced to punt the ball. Down 14 points, 10 minutes left in the game. Oh. Punt is down. It's up in the air. Fair catch getting it at the 7-yard line. What in the goddamn name was that play call? Oh, that was annoying. That was upsetting. We need like a big play stop or something this game. It's 17. It's 17-31. They have the ball. They've been driving in spots. We need a quick stop here. We need a turnover. Trips to the left for them, tight end to the right, or vice versa. Gonna give the ball to King Henry, who gets nowhere. Tackled at the line of scrimmage with Highsmith and Patrick Queen. We need a quick 3 and out here where nothing happens. Another shotgun play, another play to King Henry here, Derrick Henry, who gets up maybe 3 or 4 yards. So it's going to be third and about maybe 6 here. Oh. Third and 5. Tight ends on both sides. Wide receivers all to the right. Henry's to the right of Lamar. Play clock's going down to 5 seconds. Going to be a shotgun pass play. Any protection there? Not really. Lamar throwing deep. Lamar getting the pass to Flowers, who breaks a tackle, who's dragging. No, he breaks another tackle. He's down inside the Steelers' 40-yard line. And that is pretty much game. He did not force Lamar to throw off there. He completes a good pass to Flowers, and Flowers is just not going down, and he gets about 5 more extra yards on that play. Oh. Beanie Bishop needs to get that tackle down to the Steelers' 39-yard line. They're going power formation for Derrick Henry, who's moving up the field, who gets a 7-yard carry, is not going to fumble the ball here. Beanie Bishop was just beat there and couldn't even get the tackle. Shotgun formation, giving it to Henry again. He gets up the field, short of the first down, down to the Steelers' 29-yard line, but it'll be third and inches. Man, it feels like this game is just over. Third and 1, they're in Justin Tucker range. It's 6 minutes left in the game. Going to be a quick sneak for a first down. When it comes to the Steelers, though, even though these teams are going to be tied 10-5, if the Steelers win one game and the Ravens lose one game the rest of the season, then it would be the Steelers AFC North still. But if the Ravens win out and the Steelers lose a game, then the Ravens win the AFC North and we go in the wild card. We don't host a playoff game. A run play to Derrick Henry again. He gets up the field. He's all the way into like the Steelers' 15 or 12, 13-yard line. And you can call it here, folks. It's pretty much going to be over. Here we go again. Just another run play to Derrick Henry. This time he's going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage, but there's 4 minutes and 30 seconds left. The Ravens are in field goal territory to make it a 3-score game. Defensive wise, we're missing 4 starters right now, if not 5. Obviously, no George Pickens in, but if you're looking at this game, it comes down to the Russell Wilson turnovers, the interception after getting us back into the game, and the pick six, and the fumbling of the ball at the 5-yard line. Obviously, the Ravens had their own turnover, so it's kind of equals out one of those guys. And Derrick Henry was able to run the ball very well today. But you can't have those turnovers if you're us. Gonna go power formation here again. And Steelers jump off sides because somehow we jump off sides. So a 3rd and 7 is now going to be a 3rd and 2. Oh my god. I don't know if he's gonna get the first down there, but it doesn't matter as much. I mean, if you're the Ravens, I don't know if you even go for it here. I think you just kick the field goal to make it a 3-score game. Ugh. 4th and 1. I mean, there's no way they're going for this. If they're going for this and we stop them, I don't know what they're thinking. Field goal, I think he says. Yeah, you make it a 3-score game for Baltimore. 23-yard chip shot for Justin Tucker. Down, up, and good. So it's 34-17 for the Ravens. Oh, this is annoying. I'm going to have my Steelers Sunday up, and there'll be a lot of yelling from me. You'll see that on here probably within the hour. Hmm. Here comes the kickoff. 3 minutes and 10 seconds left in the game. Down 17. Gonna be a touchback. Here we go. 34-17. Another lackadaisical, invisible fourth quarter for the Steelers. Gonna be a draw play here on 1st and 10. Gonna get out to the 35-yard line for 5 yards for Jalen Warren. Gonna move back out, shotgun formation. Trips to the left. Gonna be another draw play for Jalen Warren. Gonna be looking at a first down here, potentially. Again, 2:42 left. There isn't much being said here for the team this game. Shotgun formation, twins on both sides. Pass play for Russ here. Russ trying to get out. He's just going to throw the ball away. All right, going to be another draw play for Jalen Warren, who literally gets no yards this time as everybody's watching him get hit with the lineman. So it's 3rd and 2. It's going to be the 2-minute warning here. And it's pretty much game over. Oh boy. Sorry, I'm not that talkative for the rest of this game here. But what to look forward to on the channel here as well. We are going to have tonight the Steelers Sunday where I'll be rage talking about this game. On Monday, there will be a video out for Oscar award season talking about the best directors and the best screenplay opportunities. Christmas Day, there'll be a Survivor video for the naughty and nice list of the new, what I want, naughty and nice list for Survivor this year. And then we'll have the live game as well on Christmas Day with the Steelers and the Chiefs. That'll start 11 o'clock my time, 1 o'clock Eastern time. We'll have that, live reaction and play calling on Christmas Day here. And then we'll probably follow it up with the Bengals in a couple weeks. You'll have movie reviews throughout. Next Friday, there'll also be the Christmas review extravaganza that will be uploaded, going over with a lot of different movies. But yeah. I mean, if JD, you do whatever you need to do. You don't have to be around, but I figured it's Christmas Day. Steelers are playing. I want to be consistent now for the rest of the season as a playoff team. It's 3rd and 13 here, but I think you just run the ball. Then, let the clock run. You punt. Just no injuries. But shotgun formation for the Steelers. Trips to the left, one wide receiver to the right. Russ is back there trying to throw the ball. He's just going to throw it out of bounds most likely here. So it's 4th and 13. You punt the ball, and it is just game over. Let's look up the scores for the college football game. Okay, Texas is going to win that game. They're up by 14, but that's one of the closer games. Oh, we got a buck punt, but the Ravens look like they recover. So it doesn't matter as much. There's the Russ fumble as we're going in for a touchdown. Big play, game shaker. Leads to a Baltimore field goal. I mean, we come back, we tie the game after halftime at 17-17. They come back, get a touchdown quickly. We get an interception, though, after a 3-and-out, and we have a chance, and Russ just throws a bad throw that gets to be a pick six. And from that point on, it's pretty much just game. And we're just going to probably let them knee the ball down. We don't need any more injuries. We're not catching up. So that's going to be it for the game here. That's the final. Ravens 34, Steelers 17. Thank you, JD, and anybody who stopped by and liked the video, watched this today. I'm going to go record my video and upload it here of my reaction, and yeah. That's going to be it.